The entire process of mental adjustment and atonement can be summed up in one word: gratitude. That is what Wallace Wattles taught us already over 100 years ago. Hello, you wonderful and free spirit. My name is Anton Bennink, and I would like to welcome you to this show of the Freedom Lifestyle. And I wanted to share a lesson that I've learned from Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher not too long ago. A lesson that helps us to reset our mind if we feel unstuck or if we feel stuck in a certain situation in life. This change in mental attitude, as Wallace Wattles calls it, the entire process of mental adjustment and atonement, or this entire change of mindset through one practice, the practice of gratitude. And this quite simple and short process that I've learned quite recently is to every day start out with a little exercise so that we set out our day with the right frame of mind. And every single time during the day when we feel stuck or we don't know what to do, or frustration sets in, or any other kind of negative emotion sets in for whatever reason, we can use this exercise to adjust our mindset back to putting us on the frequency of the good that we desire in life. And a frequency, by the way, is a level of vibration, and everything is energy. You and I are energy. The wall that you might be looking at, the computer, the phone that you might be looking at, and we all function on these different levels of vibrations, these different levels of frequencies. And the frequency that gratitude is on, that positive emotion, is such a high frequency that we are very quickly in alignment with the good that we desire by raising ourselves to that frequency. So what is this exercise? That is the number one, the $1 million question right now, isn't it? And it is also taught in the paradigm shift from the Proctor Gallagher Institute. It is a simple 3-step process. And it starts by sitting down, and it doesn't really matter where, and just creating a gratitude list. So I would suggest you purchase a little journal or a notebook, anything, as long as it is specifically for this exercise, that you use this journal not for anything else, not for making notes, just your gratitude journal or your gratitude notebook that you use to get in that positive state of mind, that you raise to the level of the good of your desire and are able to feel the gratitude of already having achieved it. So first off, we write in this journal 10 things that we are grateful for. And most people, for me, it is hard to write it out and really get into the feeling of it, because we really have to get into the spirit of it, into the feeling of feeling that gratitude. So maybe writing out doesn't just do the trick. Maybe you write out, I'm so grateful for the beautiful hot day today, or I'm so grateful for how cute my dog jumped in my lap, or I'm so grateful for the wonderful dinner that I had with my loved one, or I'm so grateful for the grades that my children came home from school with, or doesn't really matter. But if we make it an intellectual exercise and the goal is just to write out 10 things that we are grateful for, we quickly get it over with without really getting into the feeling of it. So a way of really getting into the feeling of it is, after you wrote out what you're grateful for, say number one, I'm superbly grateful for the lovely dinner that I had with my lady, with my loved one, is afterwards asking you, why am I so grateful for that? And when you really get into the why of being grateful, you get into the why of that you're feeling it, and it really settles in and it really feels through your body, the gratitude. So write out these 10 things and really get into the spirit, into the feeling of feeling the gratitude. Then comes a little bit more of a challenging part of the exercise, and that is to mentally send love to 3 people that are bothering you. Yes, it is easy to send love to people who we like, who we enjoy, who we love, who we enjoy spending time with. But once we have to send love to somebody who is actually bothering us, it might become a bit more difficult. So literally just give yourself a few minutes to close your eyes and think about who or what situation is bothering you in life, and send love. Send like a field of light around. Imagine a field of light around that person or around that situation. And what you're in essence you're doing is you're telling the universe that even though it might be not the ideal situation right now, you're sending it love. So you're letting the universe know it's good, and the universe in turn will give the good back to you. And last but not least, close your eyes and sit in silence and ask for guidance for the day. Just sit still, close your eyes, focus on your breathing, give it 5 minutes to ask for guidance for the day. And it isn't gonna, most likely the very first time, gonna be boom and it's super crystal clear, all right, now you gotta call that and that person. But over time, when you do that more often, you'll feel these little hunches come up. What Napoleon Hill wrote about in the last chapter of Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't read it, by the way, you must. It is just really a must read to understand these 13 principles to success. But he calls it the sixth sense. It is often referred to as that gut feeling or intuition. And we get more in tune with our intuition. And our intuition is basically our connection with the rest of the universe, with universal intelligence. Like our intuition is in connection with everything that has ever been and will always be, and all the lessons from all our ancestors and everything. Our intuition is in connection with it, and it will come to us when we need it, not before. But when we ask ourselves in silence for this guidance, more often every day, our intuition will be trained and it will guide us more often and in a better way. So 3 simple steps. Write out 10 things that you're grateful for. Send 3 people who are bothering you love mentally, and sit in silence for 5 minutes asking for guidance for the day. Do this every day for 5 minutes or for 10 minutes and start your day with it, so that you immediately at the start of your day set yourself up for a superbly successful day. By the way, if you enjoy these kind of lessons, just click the little button on the side and subscribe to my channel. I try to every Monday, Wednesday and Friday upload a new lesson that I've either learned that week or in the past, or that I've thought of. And I try to help you find and fulfill your deepest desire, which, by the way, I created a step-by-step template that you can download for free by clicking on the link below. But for now, my friends, I would love to wish you a lovely day. Live with love and live with passion. Namaste.